Hey, Fitness, me Aaron for a comic show. It's Valentine's Day, the Tuesday. These are the books that come out Wednesday, the day after Valentine's Day. And what a week it was. DC just dominated this week. And I want you guys to know, I really scrutinized the other stuff and it's like, oh, what is jumping out at me? What's good? What's worth talking about? What's worth promoting? And before Rebirth and Young Animal and the Hanna-Barbera universe, I really wasn't promoting much of any DC stuff other than Scott Snyder's Batman and Jeff Johns' Justice League. So I am not like some kind of company DC guy. When they were sucking, I was saying they were sucking and telling them to get better. But now, oh my God, this week, they just dominated. Super Sons #1, this book took forever to come out from, when we heard about Rebirth, we heard this was going to be one of the titles. It's been a while until now, from like July to this, or June from when we actually heard about it. But it was great. It was, Tomasi can write Sons. Tomasi did Batman and Son. Tomasi's doing the Superman title that got tons of critical acclaim with Superman as a father and his kid. But here's the books that the fathers are not in it much. They're just support characters. This book is about the sons and the mistakes they make and reckless, impulsive youth, and they both kind of suck. And it's very enjoyable. It's very entertaining. Like, this guy sucks because he's a total asshole shithead, Damian Wayne, and Jonathan Kent is totally inexperienced with a lot of power. So he kind of sucks. So you put them together, there's going to be a lot of things that go wrong that they have to try to cover up and not have their parents know and try to fix and all that. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I love that they revived this old Superman Batman logo, and I enjoyed everything about the book. The art, kinetic energy is great. If you like those characters, definitely check this book out. If you like the Superman title, get it. If you liked Damian or Batman and Robin, get it, seriously. It was awesome. Moving on, Action Comics is out this week, Volume 1. This book surprised me. I didn't know Dan Jurgens had this book in him, because, he's a little past his prime. He's the guy from Death of Superman, which was back when I was in high school, not even a senior in high school. So he surprised me. It's great. Superman and Lex dynamic is wonderful in here, and this is not this Superman's Lex, and this is not this Lex's Superman. And together, I'm really enjoying it, and I think you will too if you've liked Superman or Lex Luthor in the past, in any incarnation. Dan Jurgens is kicking ass on it. So moving on. Also, DC decided to put their 2 big releases in this week for Rebirth on the same week. Batwoman Rebirth. This issue was really good. It was, it's the people from Detective, where she was in, they're writing this, and it has a lot of recap. It has a lot of stuff about her origin and different times in her life. All good, all entertaining, lots of stuff we knew before, but what are they setting up? What are they pushing? And then at the end, there is a ridiculous cliffhanger that was freaking awesome, that obviously I'm not going to spoil because that's not the type of guy I am or the type of video I do. And then it had scenes from the next year in Batwoman, which Jeff Johns used to do that all the time with his books like JSA and Green Lantern. I'm excited, I'm ready for it, let's go. So it is a rebirth, not a #1, so it's a lot of recap, it's a whole lot of dusting the character off and setting up what they're gonna do with it, but it was great, and the cliffhanger was awesome. King and Finch's Batman, I Am Bane, Part 2, issue 17, all shit hitting fan, all of it, this whole issue. He's not pulling punches, he's not treading water, he's not padding this story. Bane is awesome, Psycho Pirates, all the support characters, no one is safe, and it's awesome, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this Batman run. I really am. It started off a little bit slow-ish, like, I'm Gotham and Gotham Girl and that stuff, but oh my God, it's coming together in an amazing thing. Batman TMNT 4 came out. Harley was great in this issue. It does the things that I like them to do with these two properties meeting up, which we liked in the regular comic book version of Batman and comic book version of Turtles. These are the cartoon versions, and they did something similar with Harley that I thoroughly enjoyed. Now DC not only does fun things like Batman and TMNT and Justice League Power Rangers with their Rebirth, they also do this Young Animal. 2 of those came out this week. I love seeing Mother Panic just talk shit to Batwoman and in essence, as a surrogate to talking shit to Batman. It was fun. I really enjoyed that. And speaking of Batman, there was a Superman thing in here, ish. And this book is awesome. I love Wild Dog. I never really even cared about Wild Dog back in the past. Like, I did get the Action Comics Weekly that had him where he was introduced, and he was like an 80s action hero, with a Jason Voorhees mask or whatever the hell. Whatever, but he's awesome in there. I love every line he says. This is a great book, and I'm excited about the new Young Animal book that was just announced today, the Bug Adventures of Forager by the Alreds. That looks awesome. And The Wildstorm. So DC has Rebirth, Young Animal, and now this pop-up called The Wildstorm, the old Wildstorm universe, but it's a pop-up in that it's 24 parts, that's it. It's 4 different titles running consecutively, not concurrently. So you only have to get 1 book each time, not 4 books at once. And so it's 4 books of 6-issue type novel things, telling a full and complete story of wackadoo stuff with a new type of Wildstorm universe, updated for now, but having the same conspiracy and weird government themes and all that futurist stuff. And I thoroughly enjoyed, and Warren Ellis, where this is curated and run, Young Animal by Gerard Way. This is curated and run by Warren Ellis, and he wrote this issue, and I hope he writes more. And it was awesome. And it's going to be on time because he's curating it, not in charge of writing all of it. And I'm happy. I liked it. And I'm not even like the biggest Wildstorm fan. Like, I liked The Authority back in the day. I liked the stuff that Warren Ellis did that made his name, and I like this. And last, the other DC pop-up imprint, Hanna-Barbera Universe, Future Quest is out in collection now. And man, I'm excited about that Snagglepuss comic coming out. Like gay Snagglepuss, of course. Why not? It's gonna be awesome. Sure. As long as he doesn't get with Augie Doggy, because, I'm not down with the man-boy stuff. But, if he hooks up with Doggy Daddy, that's cool with me. Moving on, we have Marvel, Dead No More Clone Conspiracy 5. This is the final issue of this, but there's going to be Omega in-cap epilogue. Lots of emotional stuff happens. Lots of action happens. Almost everything's resolved, and it was awesome. Spider-Man. This is Miles Morales. It's the 3rd part of their date with Spider-Gwen. Miles sees his dad in Spider-Gwen's universe. That doesn't go well. Cool stuff. Monsters Unleashed. If you want to see Marvel characters fighting monsters, this is your book. This is you drawing it. There's different artists each issue. Deadpool. You see Cap in the cover. There's a major fold with the Hydra Cap thing in this issue. Major fold. Not necessarily to do with Deadpool, but it's in Deadpool. And it's pretty major, and it's going to play out in Secret Empire. And Star-Lord by Zdarsky, I'm really enjoying that. I think he has a voice for Star-Lord, but Zdarsky has been doing stuff for Marvel, getting those out on time, doing Howard the Duck, and now Star-Lord. What he hasn't been doing is drawing freaking sex criminals. He has it. Like, Matt Fraction says, okay, I'm done with Marvel, I'm going to do create your own things. Sex criminals is going great. Zdarsky's supposed to draw it. They're supposed to be in this together, and then Zdarsky doesn't draw issues. He's doing Marvel stuff. And Fraction's like, what the fuck? I mean, what the hell, man? Like, do it. I'm paraphrasing this. I'm not even paraphrasing. I don't even know this for a fact. But that's what I'm saying. And I hear things. But now it's out. And now it's ready to go. And now it's going to come out monthly. That's what they're saying. So it's for mature readers still, obviously. There's at least 1 booby in this issue. And it's cool. There's a nice recap in the beginning, which was great for me because I didn't even remember what happened in the last issue specifically because I read so many comics a week. So it was a nice catch-up. I enjoyed it. And full and complete real issue after that. And here's the Image 25th anniversary cover of this, which is like Wicked Divine #1, and they also did their bagged pornographic covers. So this is Fiona Staples from Saga, and this says pink on the outside, pink on the inside, if you know what I'm saying. Oh God, what am I saying? You take it out of the bag, and it's the characters having fun. So, you know, hopefully that doesn't get flagged for nudity. All right, Walking Dead, great issue, but also a Wildcats version of the first issue homage for the 25th anniversary. It says the Dead has the acronym dots, and it's Dead Extermination Assault Department. So cool, that was fun. Invincible started its End of All Things. You have a Youngblood variant cover for their anniversary, regular cover. Oh, and by the way, this is 25 cents, and the regular cover is going to be free here because, you know, I paid like 12 cents for it. But you had to pay the quarter for the variant cover because, you know, I'm like that. And then God Country, #2 is out. I enjoyed #1. I enjoyed #2, Texans vs. Gods. And the other cover is like Savage Dragon. So that's cool. And just to show, I'm not talking about these books. I love this book, though. Kill or Be Killed 6 is the Walking Dead homage cover. That's great. And Manifest Destiny is Chew. And Seven to Eternity, Rick Remender and Opena's book is out in its first collection, and it is $9.99. So if you are a Rick Remender fan, if you liked Remender and Opena in their Uncanny X-Force run and all the other stuff they did together for Marvel, you absolutely want this. It is awesome, and I love those guys together. And then finally, Rick and Morty Volume 4 is out. I was going to mention that. That's cool. And then in maybe next week or the next 2 weeks, the Rick and Morty, the Mr. Poopy Butthole miniseries is coming out collected. And I have to show this because I loved how these came out. These are even better than the show is. Look at these Son of Zorn action figures. It's like Funko stole the molds for the Master Universe figures and used them to make this. You have the Office Zorn and the regular Zorn, and it's the exact articulation, the exact height, the same amount of not much detail, and it's just awesome. And the back says collect all too, so it's not that hard. It's toy collecting for lazy people. And it's out, and they're only like 15 bucks retail, so awesome. And that's what it is. Happy Valentine's Day, or day after Valentine's Day if you watch this on Wednesday. Enjoy some great comics, try Super Sons, and if you have any inkling of wanting to try the Wildstorm, do it, because it was great. Thanks guys, bye-bye.